So, was Michael Tarraga sexually abused by former Prime Minister Edward Heath? Well, Private Eye journalist Rosie Waterhouse has spent a lot of time and effort trying to discredit his story in the book Meet Rack Boy. Well, yesterday I spoke to Michael, who was very upset and angry.
Get your facts sodding well right. Have the decency to answer me. Come and face me. Have a look at my record. Or, if you haven't got the arse to do that, my lovey, I will now call you a fucking liar, what you have said about me. Now take me to court, because it'll be the greatest of my list, on my bucket list, the top, right at the top, to put your little ass into a fucking dock and make you, under oath, tell the truth. Because what you have done has caused me and others immense distress.
Well, the first article just mentioned Edward Heath's busy diary, but it didn't call Michael a liar. The second article, however, called it a true misery memoir and said Private Eye had found inconsistencies in his abusive upbringing. She goes on to target new media journalists like myself. Well, Rosie said the basis of the story was an email from 2011. However, it was just this, a Roots Chat family history forum. So that was her first lie, calling it an email. The contradiction that she mentions is that Michael was in a happy home and not with abusive foster parents. Well, if Rosie had called Michael, she'd have seen evidence like this, a letter from 1954 proving exactly where he was. But she never spoke to Michael, despite having his telephone number.
I will issue her this challenge. I have never ever spoken to you, Rosie Sodding Waterhouse. I've never met you. I've never read the crap that you write. But come and talk to me face to face in the company of my solicitor and repeat what you have said and the lies that you have spread about me.
Michael has always made it clear, and his records show, that he was separated from his brother and sister.
Yeah. I came home from school.
Are you going to do it in here?
At Boreham Wood, and my brother and sister had gone.
And let's look at the impact this story has had on Michael, hard as it was to come forward and now doubted.
I want peace. I'm ill. I haven't got any strength anymore. I burst into tears for no fucking reason. Yesterday, watching Chelsea, my beloved Chelsea, the team I'd followed all my life, I suddenly burst into tears.
So why is this so important? What other journalists could be doing exactly the same thing? Well, this are extracts here from Rosie's 1997 BBC Newsnight report, which again seemed to have an agenda.
About the amounts of compensation, mentions about compensation, helping them with compensation.
With the prospect of compensation, people who are out for money to make up stories of abuse. He too is conscious of the risk that the prospect of compensation could encourage false allegations.
I'm not claiming compensation at this moment in time.
That compensation could encourage false allegations.
The possibility of a claim for compensation.
Rosie Waterhouse has also been linked with Barbara Hewson, here recommending that people follow her. Well, Barbara Hewson has been accused of insulting child sex abuse victims, calling them lunatics and nutwings. She also proposed a drastic cut to the age of sexual consent and called an anti-paedophile campaigner brain damaged. Well, Rosie's also apologised for helping someone called Simon Just, using her journalistic credibility to demand answers about why he had been criticised. Freelance journalist Mark Watts is the only journalist who has been at the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse every single day, and he's being unpaid. Well, he's also been attacked by Barbara Hewson and Rosie Waterhouse. So the question is, what is the agenda of these individuals and of Private Eye?